Hey guys, how are you doing? I'm just wrapping up the trip that I made here in Cote d'Ivoire, Abidjan. And one of the things that I thought is actually I want to capture some of my impressions I have from this country, right? So, what did I think of the whole SIREXE conference, but also me touring into Abidjan? And then, so what can I say? Because there's a couple of things that piqued my attention, right? So I could see definitely, I saw a country that, at least a city that's vibrant to come from that impression that the country was actually also very dynamic. But let me just come back to some of the reaction that I have in here. So let me share with you some of my feedback. Are you ready for that? If yes, let's have a go for that. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? So my name is Tony Chi. I'm the founder here of Renewables in Africa. What we do is very simple. We raise awareness about renewables energy in Africa, but across the world. If you are a project developer, if you are an EPC company, if you are an investor, or you are, I don't know, supplier, and you think, yes, actually, I want to invest into Africa, I want to tap into Africa, that is a great news. And I want to help you with that, right? So what we do is here, but I know there are two key questions you can ask yourself. How can I cut my business development costs? That's the first question. So the second question is, how can I fast track access to customer? And I'm here to help you with that. I'm here to help you. And what we have here, we have an awareness package that we developed that actually respond to that. It gives you three distinctive things. The first thing is it gives the visibility. But visibility to who? You may ask the question. The visibility to people who are your customer, actually buy your services, your product, and actually use it. People also participate in your program. That's what we do. And from that, what you're gonna get? You're gonna get access to some leads, right? Qualified leads. And from those qualified leads, you can go to the sale. That's what we do. So if that speaks to you, whoa, what I'm asking you to say, hey, book a 15-minute call with me. Let me sit down, show you what we've done for other people, and then you can decide whether or not it works for you. Is that okay? Excellent. So I wanted to discuss today, so to talk about what I have seen here in Cote d'Ivoire, because actually, just as a recap, so I attended the SIREX, which is the large mega forum that the country has organized around three key sectors. So we have petroleum, so we have mining, and we have energy, right? And that's the first of its kind that they're launching, and they want it to happen every 2 years. So actually, this is what they want. And obviously, I've had the privilege to participate into that and to see what was happening. And I just want to come back on a few things that I've seen that I thought would pick my attention. So you most likely would have seen already that I've shared a number of pictures on LinkedIn showing you obviously how things are moving. Hopefully you've liked it. Yeah, so and some videos out there. I'm obviously going to be sharing more. I met a lot of very interesting people, so big people, small people, just colleagues. That was brilliant. So from that sense, obviously, it was definitely a success, right? So the CRX per se, actually, was the first event. But why is it happening in CRX? You're probably going to ask me. And why is it important for you? It happened because actually the country have decided that they want to make those sectors which we talk about. So we talk about petroleum, so mining, extractive and energy. That's what they say. They want to make extractive energy the second pillar of the economy. So that's what they be organizing this thing. Yeah. So because the first pillar of the economy for Ivory Coast is actually Cote d'Ivoire. If you want, is actually um, agriculture, and they want to make it the second pillar of the economy, and they're actually making a big push for that. And you had, I see, all the government or the representative government, I mean, starting by obviously the president that was there at the opening ceremony, and so the vice president, minister of energy was very much involved, and all of that was actually brilliant. It was actually great. Yeah, so we can see the whole country supporting a vision, supporting an event here, and across the city, people were talking about Syria, right? And there was a lot of attendees. So I'll say for the first event, it was definitely very impressive. Yes, there are many areas that need to be improve, and I'm sure they will address it in the next 2 years. So because obviously the next edition is going to be 2026 because it's meant to happen every 2 years, right? So why does it matter to you? So this is a signal, guys. It's really a signal. If you're an investor, so if you're a company looking to see where would I go and invest in Africa, listen, this is a company, this is a country opening for you, right? Especially in those sectors, extractive and energy. So on my side, I'm going to be obviously pushing a lot more renewables energy into the country. That's for sure. But there's other sectors. So you want to know that, you want to pay attention. So you want to be there, and obviously we want to be by your side, help you tap into that. So that's what I'm actually sharing this information, and I'm also sharing the information because I know most of the time many of you just don't know enough information about the African continent, and be a little bit scared, or you genuinely want to help. Not help. Help is not the word. Genuinely want to contribute. Genuinely want to do business with people in the continent, but you just don't know what is the right way to approach it. So what we do here is to give you those information. So the series was definitely great. But the one thing I wanted to come back to you and say, I've actually been able to see that yes, it was very much a dynamic country that I saw. And the one thing that attracted my attention that I mentioned, I wrote an article about that as soon as I found out about that, is actually they've done a gigantic leap in terms of electrification. I know a time when we're talking about electrification in Africa, so you almost look like a very distant goal target that we never gonna reach, right? So it seems very far, and at times as well when we want to compare things in Africa with Europe, you see, it's not really appropriate because it's not the same environment, it's not the same people, the same culture. The Chinese are different, so people will obviously brush off this comparison, rightly so. But here is a country who's actually gone from 33% in 2011 all the way to 95% in 2024, and that for me was very impressive, and that is what you want to pay attention. So it means that they're very close to get to the 100%, right? They're very close to that. Yeah, it's 100%. And in fact, by 2030 they believe that they would have reached the full electrification of the country. So both talking about the cities but also the rural areas. So it's actually within grasp, yeah. And at times I may think, okay, this is just word what I say. So that's what I say. I recorded a couple of videos that I want to show you, right? So I want to show you this video, and you also can find out from yourself, and you can tell me what you think, yeah. So because I've been touring, visiting a little bit in Abidjan by night, 'cause that's the best time you can see energy, you can see what it is light, and I wanted to have a look at that. Let me know what you think about it. Look at that. Beautiful picture of Abidjan by night. I'm just walking. We're going to Cote Blockhouse. If everybody, some people know, we're just gonna have some fun there. Have something to eat and just chill out after a hard day at work. Let me know what you think. Did you see that? It was almost like you were driving down somewhere in Miami, right? So if you show that, people say, "Hey, this is Africa today." By the way, it is not South Africa. I love South Africa, right, for sure. But I'm not taking a shot at them. But I'm just saying, if you sometimes say that to people, they think it's South Africa. No, this wasn't South Africa. This is Cote d'Ivoire. It's Abidjan. Look at what it looks like, and that is brilliant. That's great. So I was very much impressed by what I've seen here, right? So it was such a pleasure to drive down, to walk down, city that is well lit, where it feels good to be. You're walking around, looking at, and you can see the country is buzzing, the city is buzzing, and also very good. And one of the things, and obviously you could see I was, so it was because we had a long day, so we're just going out having some food at a nice place called Blockhouse. If you're from Cote d'Ivoire, you know what it is. But yeah, so I just couldn't help just take this picture. So it shows you that it is possible, and I'm showing you that they actually getting there. So they're gonna get the full electrification very soon. Yeah, and you see how it looks like. Doesn't it feel good? Great. So people could see this is the image of Africa that is possible. Yeah, and that is doable, and people are doing it. Yeah, that's why it's so important for me because when I launched the company, what actually started my career in renewables, like I say, it's the fact that I was shocked by this image that I always talk about, which depict the continent of Africa. From the NASA picture, we can see that's the one darkest than compared to other people, compare other continent, right? And the idea for me was to do everything I can to support getting to that full electrification by 2040. Ideally, that's what we wanted to do. And even sometimes, even for yourself, when you say that, you come across so many challenges. Sometimes you can lose a little bit faith in what is possible. When you keep on repeating, I say, hey, let me just say that. So because I still want to believe into it, still want to hold on to it. And now when it comes to countries like that, and you see what they be able to do in about what 2011 to 2024, that's 13 years. So that is gigantic leap, right? Just 13 years. I mean, it is doable. It is doable. Yeah. So that's why I say African countries need to be looking at how was it possible to do in Cote d'Ivoire and how could they replicate that? Yes. So what was the lesson? So what was the key step that take the country there? But clearly it goes from the vision of the leadership for sure. Yeah. I'm not making any political argument here, far from it. I'm just basically stating the fact. What I've seen is a country or a city well lit, in a country that's close to full electrification. I cannot say the fact, and I cannot say thank you to the leaders that allowed it to happen. And obviously, the president, Hassan Ouattara, has to be congratulated. Again, I'm not making any partisan politics here, not at all. I'm just stating the fact, yeah. So now, how have they been able to do that? It's also fair to say, I'm not here to say they've been doing that all by renewables. No, obviously, a lot of it comes, if the most of it comes from fossil fuel. But I want first of all to applaud the fact that they've been able to get full electrification, and now they want to go to the step where now they want to add a lot more renewables in the energy mix and also start decarbonizing. Hey, that's fine. That's good by me. But we getting there and getting it done, right? So yeah, so I think I just want to upload that. And how does Cote d'Ivoire or this? How does it look during the day? So I also walk around and I work. I love to work when I go to those countries, see how people living their life, and obviously reporting that to you. So sharing that with you, so I can give you a feel. So if you've not been in Africa before, or was it or if the last time you came to the continent some time ago, just to remind you so how great and good it could be, right? And it feels right. So let me just share another video for you, you could see. Okay, I'm just recording here. Just that is an area in Abidjan called Deux Plateaux, a residential area, right? Look at that, just normal residential area. It's not bad, right? Just showing you around so that you get the feel of Abidjan and you get the feel of Africa if you've never been here before. Look at that, guys. Isn't it nice? Brilliant. Yeah, guys, this is it. That's the Africa that we like. So yeah, so I've been very impressed. To say the opposite would be a lie. I've been very impressed with what I've seen. Very encouraged by what I've seen. Show me that it is possible to get to that full electrification stage, and it's all possible also to do great things that I knew already was possible. It was possible, but for me to share some of these examples with you, that you could see, that's great. So going back, I'm very quite happy and content. So and for sure, there's a lot more things that we're planning to do here in Cote d'Ivoire, and you'll see with the months to come. So yeah, but yeah, it was just a fantastic thing. So yeah, I don't know what you think. I just wanted to share that. Say, hey, this is what we started the leadership, a decision. It has to be a decision that hey, we're gonna make it happen. Don't focus. Don't start by the challenge. Start by the decision. We're gonna make it happen. Now work out what are the way for you to make it happen. If there's a challenge, how can I go around the challenge? How can we solve it? How can we make it happen? Yeah, it is doable. It is possible. I truly, truly believe it. Yeah. So that is what I've seen. So the other part of the equation was the fact that obviously I was here more as a journalist, which was something also particularly interesting in my career. So, but hey, I tell you more about that in another live video. But today I just wanted to give you snippets of what I've seen in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire. Take my hat off to them. Say, great guys, keep on going. I think I could proudly say that the continent is proud of what you've achieved from this standpoint. And a lot of country could be learning. I know, for example, the Republic of Congo Brazzaville. So was there to learn from what Cote d'Ivoire done, then to replicate that. That's what needs to be done to inspire one another. And yeah, I was very great and proud. So let me know what you think. So let me know if what I've shared inspire you in one way, shape, or form, and how do you think we can make it happen in other parts of the continent, another country? Now, what was the step that allowed that to happen? We can have another video to discuss that, but that is what I wanted to share very quickly to give you some impression. So as I'm wrapping up my trip in here, so very much enjoy your Sunday. So yeah, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. Let me know, what do you think about what I share? Yeah, take care, guys. Bye bye. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share with people that you know. Take care. Bye bye.